Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing yet. So today I'm gonna kind of make a review on a few products I used when I was working with music production. And so I honestly I don't know what the hell I'm doing. First video ever. I don't even expect anyone to even watch this video. It's just something to put out there to see if in case someone does want to see it. But the products I'm reviewing are not products that I'm being sponsored by. No one is paying me to show these products. No one is paying the video. No one's paying anyone for me to show these products. These are products I personally bought myself on a whim, looking at other reviews I saw a long time ago. And so I just wanted to kind of just do a little review on them and see how that works. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so one of the things I use, let me get situated here. Alright, one of the things I use a lot when I'm doing my music production or anything like that is a driver. And that's one of the things you absolutely need, especially if your computer doesn't have really any plugins or anything, a microphone and audio jack to them. And so it can be really hard to try to, help condense all that data and sound that you're making through either instruments or voice into your computer, into the software you use. So the driver I use is called Scarlett Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Now the one thing that I really like about this is its design. It's a very slick, very elegant design. I really like the cherry red to it, and then with the metal finish on top really just kind of adds to its elegance and stuff like that. The one thing I really like about this is that it's got two ports, but you can use these ports for either a quarter jack for an instrument, or you can use an XLR jack for a microphone and stuff like that. So it's really nice. So you got two separate channels here you can edit with. You can have music directly to them. And you can even choose what kind of an instrument or line, which would be a microphone. You also have the monitor speakers all together, and then you have a headphone jack here. So it's really simple, really elegant. You don't need, there's not a bunch of buttons or dials that you need to compress or anything, or press or anything like that in order to figure this out. So yeah, power button here to add more voltage. Sometimes with some lines or instruments, you're gonna need to add a little bit more voltage in order to pick up that frequency, or not that frequency, that just the data coming from the microphone and instrument to the driver here. Then you have a separate dial for the headphone jack here. Now on the back here, you have the USB to plug into your computer, and that's where all that data will be transferred to. So there's not extra dongles or extra cords you need to use for that. You just got the straight USB hookup. And then you also have the outputs for the monitors or the speakers, so to say. And so it works really well. It's kind of dirty right now. I haven't really cleaned it in a bit. Been stored away. I just moved to a new apartment here, and I'm just still settling everything in. So it's really nice, really elegant. It works amazingly. Honestly, I probably won't switch. It doesn't need to be updated, anything like that. It works super well, and it's just one of those things where if you're really into music production or podcasts, it works really well for podcasts as well, because you can get that. You can just direct that sound to the computer and have more professional sounding to it. So either your videos, your podcasts, your music, whatever it is, this works really well for pretty much anything you want to use it for. And so if you're interested on purchasing one of these or just looking more into it, I do have a link down below, so in the description. So just more than welcome to click on that, take a look around, see what there is, and yeah. So thanks for watching. So another really good product that I really like using, and it actually came with a bundle with that Scarlett 2i2 that I mentioned before. And the reason I like it is because it works super well. It has the same kind of color scheme to it, so it just looks more elegant. But it's also a condenser mic. So what that means is it will condense the sound into a more professional setting. I'm gonna be truthfully honest, I'm not a huge like nerd about like exactly what it does and exactly how it works, but I know is that it works very well, and it just helps carry that sound to the computer or to your software or any however you want to record it, and it just works really well. So like I said, it's the Scarlett Studio, the CM25. Now I don't know for sure if you can get this separate. I will put a link down below with the kit of the whole Scarlett 2i2 kit, like the whole complete bundle there, and it just, you can use it because that whole bundle, don't know for sure exactly the price. I can probably put it on the link below. You can check it out too, but it will, that the whole bundle will help get you started on whatever you want to do. So I believe it comes with a microphone, it comes with a cord to the driver, it comes with a USB that plugs into the computer, and then it also, depending on the bundle you get, you can get bundles with a recording software, and then it'll also come with the CD drive, or maybe if possible just a code you can go online and download from their website, and that'll just kind of really help getting podcasts or videos like I'm creating here, or just other stuff like that. Another thing I really like with my recording or my podcasts or videos or anything like that is you need a really good headphones that really kind of captures. You need a really good video that kind of captures exactly what you're hearing. And so there's a lot of headphones that will manually or automatically boost bass and stuff like that. And it may sound good into the headphones, but let's say you transfer that sound or anything like that to the computer and play it through there. The speakers most likely won't boost the bass up and stuff like that. So it might sound a little weird and maybe even sometimes bad. Not necessarily though. But anyways, so these headphones, they're called the Technica, Audio Technica headphones. Are the M50X. Yep, Audio Technica. And so the M50X there, you can see it right there. But anyways, so they work very well. They're super comfy on the head. It doesn't look too weird, maybe, we'll see. But the thing is though, these headphones, they'll lay out a flat tone. Doesn't sound bad, it's just, it'll lay out the sound that's actually coming out, the sound that actually was recorded. And so this will be, it works really well. I use it all the time for just music in general. And the thing is, it still sounds good. It's not like all the sound is flat and stuff like that, but it sounds really good. But I also use it with podcasts and recording. So music production, that stuff, you know how you always have one headphone off, one on? Well, what's really cool with this is this can actually fold back. And so, it might seem a little weird, stuff like that. Put it on together, you can hear everything you need to record. You can pull it right off, it bends, twists like this, so if you want to turn it away, anything like that, turn it out. Don't know why you would need to do that, but it just overall works really well. So what's really cool is you can fold it out too. So it still kind of seems uncomfortable. It's adjustable, so you can adjust it to your head. Some people have bigger heads, smaller heads. It just works very well. Honestly, I see a lot of people using these, and so I bought a pair and I thought I'd try it out. I mean, I think it was only like $150. So it's not a huge investment in headphones. People have spent way more on less for that. So it works really well. If you're interested in buying a pair or just taking a look at them and seeing how they are and looking at reviews, I'll put a link down below, and then I'll just you can go from there. Like I said, I love them. They work super well. I use them for everything, even just random music, walking around. It works super well. So go ahead, take a look. Another huge thing that a lot of people like, you don't necessarily need, but a lot of people like using this to get a little bit more control over what they're doing and how the sound's coming through and everything like that, is they use a mixer board. Now, for people who don't know what that is exactly, it's a soundboard with a bunch of dials and buttons and a bunch of fancy cool stuff with lights. Woohoo. But the purpose of the board is to not look cool. Most of them actually kind of look really dull sometimes, but the purpose is to control what's going in and out of speakers, computer, sound, whatever it is. And so it gives you maximum control, and you can actually edit the sound right from the board as well. So what I use, it's a small profile, it works really well for what I use it for, is the Behringer Xenix 1202 FX. Now, if you don't know what it looks like this. It's a little heavy, but it works. And so, it's got a metal frame, plastic sides here. It's got a dial, buttons, all that fun stuff. Now, this actually has 12 channels. Now, 4 of them will have a XLR and a quarter input. And so that works really well for if you're connecting a microphone and speakers and a driver and everything like that, like the Scarlett 2i2 I mentioned before. This will work really well for that. Those 4 channels, you can do maximum control with EQs, you can up and lower the bass, treble, mids, all that fun stuff, and then the maximum volume for that channel, and the maximum volume for the whole mixer board. Now the other channels here are going to have just the left and right XLR hookups. So that will work really well for if you just need to hook up one line straight to a channel in order to control the volume for live performances. So the first 4 channels I would say is mainly what you could use for live music or live productions and recording. The other ones I honestly barely use, and that's just because I don't do it enough to do so. Like I don't do enough live performances or anything like that, or even just enough people in the recording where I would need all of those 12 channels. I've only needed honestly 3 at the most. So it works super well. I want to say it's about $80 depending on where you look. This one's kind of older, like it's dusty, and so it's just been in my box full of electronics, and just kind of sat there for a little bit. But it's a really cool board, super inexpensive for what you're going to want to use it for. I use it for music production and podcasts, and I can even use it for some live events too that I've done. So if you're still kind of looking for it, or want to check out more about it, just check in the description below. I'll leave a link there, you can check it out. If you want to purchase it, the link will be down there as well. So the last thing I'll show in this video, just the last huge thing that I really like to use and works very well, is monitors or speakers. Now this I use to play back sounds, music, just podcasts, to check the volume and how it'll sound to everyone else. So it also just helps mixing to hear back and forth, or if I'm playing for a group of people that are part of the project, it works really well to just help distribute that music. Sometimes I use it just to play music. Like they sound really good, and they honestly were not that expensive. So what I use is the KRK Rocket 5. And so pretty heavy duty. You got a bunch of hookups in the back here. You got some dials. I rarely mess with them. But if you want to learn more about how to use them, you can always look them up. I'm sure it's online somewhere. You have the power cord, XLR, quarter, because what you can do is you can actually link up both of these speakers together with the XLR or the quarter, and use the XLR towards like the soundboard or a driver or something like that. Like I said, it's pretty heavy. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I really like the black design with the yellow to it, and it just honestly overall sounds really good, looks really nice, and I think black profile here just works really well with a bunch of different equipment I have. So if you want to check out the link below, I'll have a link below on these, on how much they are, and if you want to check them out and see what they sound like, you want to buy a pair and see how they are and all that stuff, definitely check out the link below. I'll have that, and you can go from there. Like I said, I really love them, and I'm sure you will too. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. It probably is going to be really rough and probably not look that great. I'm sorry for that. I don't have all my equipment set up, nor do I actually have a lot of stuff here right now, a lot of stuff I left behind, or honestly, I just lost it. Yeah, so irresponsible, right? But anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot of information, at least some idea on what you kind of want to look for and stuff. If you have any questions or stuff like that, leave a comment down below. All this stuff that I showed will be in a link below. You can check them out. You can read reviews. You can purchase it and see how it works. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, so if you guys are wondering how I made this video, I'm gonna be truthfully honest, it was kind of sketchy. Like, I didn't have any huge setup, nothing like that. What I used was literally the chair, my studio kitchen, because, you know, I don't have a desk. You see all the stuff's right there. Living room, hallway there. I have a bedroom around the corner, stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, so I just used a chair, and then I used my phone to put more light on, because I actually don't have a light set up yet. I need to grab a new light bulb and stuff like that. But I just used the light that was shining down, shined right to there, and hopefully everything focused, stuff like that. I mean, not a huge setup. So if you're questioning on how I did it or anything like that, or if it was super amazing, one thing so, but if you're thinking that, just so you know, it doesn't take a lot to just put a video out. So it's gonna be, my first video is really rough, and I'm gonna try to edit it as best as I possible to not make it look so crap, but we'll see how that goes, alright? So I'll see you in the next video.